Art is a very wide word. The meaning of art itself is so broad that it's so incredibly hard to define. Then, from the art comes the artist, the person that creates the art, which its definition is as broad as well. Even the dictionary can come up with a clear definition. An artist is someone who draws or paints pictures or creates sculptures as a job or a hobby. An artist is a person who creates novels, poems, films, or other things which can be considered as works of art. An artist is a performer such as a musician, actor, or dancer. And what is actually considered a work of art is an even wider concept. But even if the definition is so fragmented, there are some particular characteristics that are common to all artists, regardless of the type of art they make. Some say that artists have their heads in the clouds, but the truth is that most of the times they are very well aware of things. It's just that those things are not generally things that other non-artist people pay attention to. Artists are often very sensitive to how things look, taste, sound, feel, or smell. They're often analyzing or noticing shapes, patterns, colors, and expressions, and usually have a strong appreciation for aesthetics. Sometimes they're seen as strange and troubled because of how much emphasis they put on small details or things that might not be perceived as important by others. One particular question, though, is what seems to be the most asked both by artists and non-artists. And it is, why are artists never happy? The refusal to accept anything short of perfection. Perfectionism can make us obsess over very small details that nobody will ever notice. We never see the good in our work, and more often than not, we'd rather look at other people's work. And because we look so much at other people's work, that we have absorbed what making good art really means. We've seen the works of the great masters, and we want to have that thing too. We consistently try to meet the very high expectations that we set for ourselves. And we usually don't succeed. This is often why we're never happy with our work. Or if we are, it only lasts for a very short while. Our brains keep consuming good art, and they keep evolving the good art idea we have in our heads. But the truth is that knowing what good art is doesn't make you learn the skills that it takes to produce that good art. Our brains are way ahead of our hands. Our hands need more time and practice to keep up with the idea we have in our head. So that is probably why you feel like your art sucks. But that isn't going to last if you keep going. Artists are very sensitive people and are constantly perceiving and absorbing all that is around them. Moods, other people's feelings and energies, the beauty of their surroundings, music and sounds. All of this contributes to being vulnerable and very prone to mental health struggles. There are some studies that confirm that artists are up to 20 times more likely to suffer from bipolar disorder and 10 times more likely to suffer from depression. And I personally wouldn't take out of the equation anxiety either. In one of Van Gogh's letters to his brother, Theo, he writes, "I am unable to describe exactly what is the matter with me. Now and then there are horrible fits of anxiety, apparently without cause, or otherwise a feeling of emptiness and fatigue in the head. At times, I have attacks of melancholy and of atrocious remorse." The truth is that as artists, we spend a lot of time in our own heads. The creative process itself takes place in our own mind, and that much introspection can lead to an unhealthy amount of overthinking. This could lead to thoughts of negative self-worth, or lack of motivation, or anything else in between. Another reason is that creativity is an outlet for many people, especially those who are suffering. And art is one of the most effective ways to express your feelings and cope with pain. Which came first, the chicken or the egg? Is it the artist that is more prone to pain, or is it the person in pain more prone to make art? It is known that artists are often closed in their studios doing work, and that's really what makes us happy. It's just us and our world. An artist needs time and solitude to create, which rules out spending much time with other people. Creative people want to break rules, push boundaries, and make things new. They're often unconventional and think in a different way than the rest of the world. So they aren't always easy to be with, nor do they have much patience with people who are more accepting of conventional thoughts and ideas. Another thing to point out is that when you are living inside your own head so much, it can be hard to make the effort to relearn how to properly socialize with others. These are some traits I love about myself. I love being the sensitive one, the one that notices the small details that nobody sees, the one that cries whenever I'm feeling a strong emotion, because crying is my way of processing those emotions. I love being the one that thrives for perfectionism, because I really want to make things well, and I love being alone by myself, doing whatever the crap my heart desires. But as anything in life, good things can also be detrimental. Like when I stress over a particular drawing because I just can't make it right, and I start thinking I'm a failure and I shouldn't call myself an artist. Or when my negative feelings are too strong, I barely want to create anything, or even just get out of bed. Or on the other hand, when I'm so happy about something that I struggle so much to get back to work because work is taking me away from that happiness. Or when I spend so much time by myself, I start crossing to the other side of the street because I don't want to say hi to that person I know. But with all the highs and lows, creating is what makes me happy, what gives me a way to express myself and truly be me. And just like anything else, the answer is often in a middle ground, finding balance and taking care of oneself. So I guess I'll just keep being weird. What are your thoughts? I would love to have a little bit of a chat if you want to drop your opinion in the comment section. I will be very happy to read them and discuss this topic with you guys. And thank you so much for watching.